Headliner. Y'all look that way like I did. I just too much. He is the soldier of comedy, Harley King.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm gonna make sure it's pro.
Cut it. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Good. That's what I'm talking about. You know, it's a trick that she said about teeth, because white people always ask me, "Are those your teeth?" I said, "Yeah, these my teeth. They crooked and yellow, but they mine." I know some of y'all wonder why they call me the soldier of comedy, right? Because that's because I'm a 20-year Army veteran. I retired in 2011 in Suwon, Korea. Anybody else retired? That's what I'm talking about.
Come on, y'all clap it up for that.
Yeah, 20 years, goddamn. Doing a hard time in prison. Any other retirees in here? That's what's up. What branch?
Army.
Oh, how many years you do?
22.
Oh, damn, that's what's up. Give it up for it. Give it up. What about you?
Prison.
Really? How many years you do?
3.
Oh, shit. Hey, 3 times 3. 1 from, that's 8. But now, see, I did 20 years, 1 month, 3 weeks, 10 days, 5 hours, and 30 minutes. I didn't keep up with all that. And don't forget my 21 seconds either. And I love telling jokes. And I even love telling jokes about my own family when they do say something crazy. Like that time my son called his mom for Mother's Day. She was asleep, so I answered her phone. I said, "Hello?" He said, "You ain't my mama." I said, "I know it. I ain't your daddy either." That bothered my son so much, he wanted to take one of those ancestry tests. When he got his test results back, it shocked the hell out of me, him, and his mama. He said he was 30% Caucasian. Yeah, my wife and I looked at each other and said, "Uh-oh," at the same time. I don't know why she said "uh-oh," but I told my son, I said, "You better pray to God that 30% isn't in your underwear." Now, I don't know about y'all, but I like mess with my son, but we had a good relationship. Well, last June, he graduated college, magna cum laude, right?
Nice.
Oh, yeah, he get his brains from his mama. I was a dumb motherfucker. I mean, he said, "Dad, I'm about to graduate college, magna cum laude." I said, "Congratulations, son. Does that mean the bottom of the class like your daddy?" My grandson said, "Papa, you rude." I said, "You haven't seen rude. One time I throw your ass in the deep end of the pool and you can't swim." Now that's rude. My son got me good though. A couple of months ago, we was remodeling his bathroom and I was laying towel, and from out of nowhere he said, "Dad, I know I'm don't tell another man how to do his job, but my mom always said, if you see something, say something. So I'm gonna say something." I said, "What is it?" He said, "You don't know what you're doing, do you?" I played it off, and I started gathering my things. He said, "Where you going?" I said, "I got a saying too." He said, "What's that?" I said, "If you want something done right, do it your goddamn self." And I left. So I still can't believe that O.J. Simpson died. I ran into him in Florida one time. He was working at the swap meet selling knives. I bought a knife from him. He pulled me to the side. He said, "Look at here, young brother. That one don't do the trick. I know this one will." And he had me like, he said, "That's my personal knife right there. And it comes with the glove. And the guarantee." So for Mother's Day, not Mother's Day, for New Year's. For New Year's, I went to visit my 95-year-old grandma. I hadn't seen her in 4 years. She had a sign on her door that said, "Watch your step," but I ain't paid any attention. When she came to the door, I gave her a hug. I squeezed her so tight, she started kicking and screaming, "Get off me, get off me," with an attitude, right? So I backed up off and apologized to her. I said, "I'm sorry, Grandma. Did I squeeze you too tight?" She said, "No, you stupid motherfucker, you were stepping on my nipples." She said, "Did you read the sign? I got these orangutan titties." She said, if your dumb ass daddy would listen to me before you was born, he would have flushed your ass down the toilet. So I went on a riverboat cruise not too long ago. Anybody been on a riverboat?
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it? The boat I was on was full to capacity. There was about 50 people on board. I was the only black person on board. I told the captain, I said, whatever you do, please don't let nothing happen to this boat. It wasn't I was scared I would drown anything, but it's the fact I know how black people are. You know, we'll watch the news and be like, that's what his ass get. He ain't had no business on that boat with all the white people like stuff, no way. You know that doing white people shit. So my niece came over to the house the other day, unannounced. She just popped up, right? My wife and I was at home chilling watching Netflix. My wife still had on her pajamas. I had on t-shirts and gym shorts and a pair of Harley Davidson sneakers I purchased online off of Temu. You know that's the knockoff stuff come from China, right? Evidently the sneakers I had on look like the ones that Kanye West came out with called Yeezys. Have y'all heard of those? They're expensive, aren't they? See, I didn't know that until my niece said, Uncle Herman, are those Yeezys you're wearing? She was dead serious too. I said, well, it just depends on how much they cost. She said, they're only $600. I said, $600? Hell no, these aren't Yeezys. These Negro pieces for $39.95. So my cousin, she upset with me. She got upset with me because all of us was getting ready to go out to dinner. It was me, my wife, my cousin, and her fiance. And my cousin was in her room getting dressed. All of a sudden, I heard her yell out, yo, cuz, can I holler at you for a minute? So I went to her room. I said, what's up? She said, I need you to be honest with me, okay? I said, come on now. That's the only way I know how to be. Integrity is my middle name. I live by that. She said, okay. Then she asked me that famous female question. Y'all know the one that all females ask me, don't you? She said, does this dress make me look big? I said, no, not at all. As a matter of fact, you make it look small. I haven't seen her hurt myself. I know one day I'm going to hear from her. You know I know. I still owe her $100. Growing up in the ghettos, bro. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois, so I grew up fast. All right. Already, boy. And I went to all black school. Anybody else go to all black school? Well, it's different than going to integrated school, isn't it? Shit, like in all black school, you have to be ready to fight every day. I went to school with some pretty big dudes, boy. They had beards already. And this was in the 4th grade. But see, this thing around here that y'all take for granted. Listen, when y'all go to the bathroom, y'all have real signs when y'all do it. We didn't have that. Somebody wrote ours in with a permanent marker. They misspelled words you didn't know which door to go in. I remember one time when I was in the 4th grade, I ended up going in the mop closet. There was 2 dudes that were shooting dice. There was one dude sitting there, close the door, you little nappy headed motherfucker, before you get us busted. You get us busted, I'm kick your little ass. And that was the principal. I guess he'll lead by example, right? But see, y'all don't have those kind of problems. Y'all signs clearly say men, women, and others, or guys, gals, and others. Not ours. I said pimps, hoes, and tricks. So a really good friend of mine from Compton, California came to visit me last month. Real cool white dude. He's so cool, black people gave him a nickname. We nicknamed him Al, short for albino. He remind me of that comedian Gary Owens because he loves sister girls. That's all he talk about. When he came to visit, we hung out at the mall. And I tried to talk to every sister he seen. Later on, he wanted to go to Foot Locker, trying to find a pair of Air Force Ones to match his Kobe Bryant jersey. So we went to Foot Locker, and this beautiful sister named Felicia was working there. She was drop dead gorgeous, boy. Al jumped right on her. He had her smiling and giggling and everything. For a minute, I thought he was going to get lucky. Then all of a sudden, Felicia dropped a bombshell on him. She said, I can't date you. He said, why not? She said, because I'm looking for a man with 9 inches of rock hard pleasure between his legs. And I'm not going to settle for anything else. I know exactly what I need. And I said, 9 inches, huh? She said, yep, 9 inches and nothing less. And I looked her up and down and said, Felicia, you fine as hell. But I'm not cutting 2 inches off for nobody. I said, wait, what? And I said, bye, Felicia. Y'all got my ovaries hurt. So since I retired from the military, I noticed they changed their rules and regulations. Because now I'm starting to see a lot of overweight soldiers wearing full beards and goatees. When I was in the military, you could wear beards and goatees, but now everybody's wearing them. I ran into a person the other day that had a nice goatee. He had the handlebar mustache, the color on the end, and everything. I asked him, I said, how you get your goatee to look like that? She said, when I was a drill sergeant, I used to love playing tricks on the new recruits, right? I remember one time we was at the gun range. We had just got through qualifying the soldiers with their weapons, and we was waiting on transportation to come pick us up and take us back to the barracks. But they called us, told us they was running about 45 minutes late because one of the cattle trucks broke down. So I said, no problem. I just pass time by messing with the privates, right? So I told the private, I said, Private, I got bad news. We missing 30 rounds of ammunition, and if we don't find it, I have to call them MP so they can lock down the base. They're not gonna let anybody on or off the base. Then we have to do a cavity search on each one of them. I said, you see this building behind me? We're gonna take it there one at a time. We have strip butt, booty naked. You're gonna bend over, spread your butt cheeks apart, we're gonna run our hands between your butt cheeks like a credit card. I said, but I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to find the ammo. And I said, time starts now. Go. Probably taking off their Kevlar, shaking them out. They checking the pockets on their uniform like they're looking for a cigarette or some money. I said, Private, 5 minutes has elapsed. Yeah, 5 minutes remaining. Now the private starting to get antsy, right? And you can hear him talking. You always had that one private think he could whoop everybody. You know, the alpha male. You know what I'm saying? Y'all getting ammo, turn it in. Y'all always doing stupid stuff. They do a cavity search and they don't kick y'all butt. I said, Private, time's up. I said, look, hate to see y'all getting in any trouble, but we catch y'all any ammo in you after today, we're gonna lock you up in confinement for 4 years, then we're gonna kick you out the army with dishonorable discharge. That's a felony. You won't be able to get a job anywhere. So I'll give you one last opportunity to take 2 steps forward and turn ammo in with no repercussion. The alpha private took 2 steps forward. I said, good. Somebody with some integrity around here. I said, Private William, you have any ammo to turn in? He said, no, drill sergeant. I said, well, why the hell you got a formation? He said, because I want to go first, drill sergeant. I said, why do you want to go first, Private Williams? He said, and I quote, he said, because y'all gonna stick y'all hands up all they booties. I don't want y'all sticking y'all hands up mine. I said, wrong answer. Get your ass back in formation. We're going to alphabetical order. You understand what the Well, another time, right, our platoons outside of formation, and our platoon sergeant, we was inside having a meeting with the first sergeant. He told that he needed 3 volunteers from each platoon to go and clean up the PT field because the colonel or sergeant major was doing a walkthrough. And everybody in the military know you don't volunteer for nothing, am I right? Hell, even the privates know that. So I came up with this bright idea. I came outside with a basketball. I said, I'm looking for 3 volunteers to join the unit basketball team. You should have seen the hands flying in the air. I said, I need 3 really good ball handlers. This one private from New York said, drill sergeant, I was the starting point guard for my high school basketball team in Brooklyn, New York. We won state 3 years in a row. You know what I'm saying, son? I got manhandles, kid. Can't nobody hold me. I said, okay, I see you. You're a true point guard. He said, you already knowing, son. And that was a white dude. This other private said, drill sergeant. My dad's a high school basketball coach in Tampa, Florida. I've been playing against high school players since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I used to take him to the hole then. Now I definitely take him to the hole now. I'm like, bet, that'll work. Another private, big black private, right? He talked kind of slow. He said, drill sergeant, I played 2 years of college ball for Texas University. Go Longhorns. I said, good, you 3 come up here. I said, y'all see these three right here? They're about to make history. Everybody started clapping and whistling for them and everything. I said, private manhandlers, you in charge. I want you, Grasshopper, and Longhorns to go in there and grab those rakes and shovels and drum up and down that PT field and get that trash up.
Hell no.
So I had an opportunity to do a show at Chinatown, right, in Los Angeles, California. And while I was on stage performing, I witnessed one of the funniest things I ever seen before in my life. This Korean dude came in there with a dog on a leash. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I spent 3 years in Korea, and I know what they eat, right? And since he was the only one in the building with a dog, I asked him, I said, excuse me, sir, is that dog for sin or for dinner? You know, that'd be like a black person walking in with a chicken on the leash, right? Y'all know that chicken about to get fucked up. That just be on death row walking the Green Mile, boy. Everybody yelling, dead chicken walking. I'm walking straight to a frying pan, boy. And to be honest, Joe, I never did too much good for school. I'm surprised I made it to the 12th grade because I skipped school a lot. I skipped school so much, they gave away my locker. I ain't bullshit. Hey, when I got to the 12th grade, I skipped the first 2 weeks of school. And I said, I made in my mind right there, I said, you know what? I'm not going to even do this anymore. I'm not going to waste their time nor mine. So I dropped out completely. That was the worst mistake I ever made, boy. My parents were very disappointed in me. My mom and my dad cried. And I never seen my dad cry for anything, right? So that bothered me. So I did like Larry the Cable Guy. I went out and got me a get her done. You know, a GED. Then I went to school for 10 years straight. My parents were so proud of me. After that, they paid off all of my tuition. All $84,000. Can y'all believe that? Yeah. So at least I could do is once I graduated and got my degree certificate, was to frame it and hang it up at their house. And that way they'll see it every day. One day my mom called me. She said, baby, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I think the university made a mistake on your degree certificate. I said, what do you mean? She said, well, we know you went to school for 10 years because we paid for it. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, don't you think it should say doctorate and not associate? I said, no, ma'am. They parted my ass on the first 8 years. That's the last two when I took it serious. So, when I was 10 years old, I was a bad little kid. I was so bad, my parents had to homeschool me. But once a week, they would send me to this private school. But I ain't like it too much, though, because teachers were mean as a drill sergeant, boy. I remember the first day of school, he told me, he said, Early King, I want you to come in, sit your narrow behind down, shut up, and open your book. I was terrified. I said, who is this teacher? And what kind of school is this? Well, come to find out years later, I was going to Sunday school. There was the deacon up there talking crazy. So, my wife and I, we just celebrated our 36th wedding anniversary, right? Thank you. I appreciate that. People ask me all the time, they say, what's the secret to staying married for so long, right? And the only thing I think of is two things, right? You have to work as a team because teamwork makes what?
Dream work.
All right, I see y'all know what I'm talking about. And the most important thing, you have to give each other space because everybody needs that me time to unwind. Without that me time, y'all probably get on each other's nerves and want to choke the fuck out each other. You like, did I tell you get in wash them goddamn dishes? And that's my wife doing me like that. You know, see, my me time watching sports. My wife doesn't bother me. But her me time watching her church services. But you better not interrupt her while she doing it. And you sure enough better not talk while she doing it. She act a black fool. Y'all know who Karen is, don't you?
Yeah.
I got the black version of Karen. And I nicknamed her Karen Nisha. I remember one time I was going to the kitchen to get something to eat, and she was watching Joel Osteen. He said something that got my attention. He said, if you want to prosper in life, and I do, just like everybody else, right. He said, remember these 3 things and repeat them to yourself 2 to 3 times a day, out loud. I said, ooh-wee. don't know about that out loud part because Karen Nisha was giving out the black food. But I went on and did it because Joe told me to. I've been prosperous ever since. So if y'all want to prosper in life, I need for y'all to repeat after me. I am full of God.
I am full of God.
I am full of love.
I am full of love.
I am full of joy.
I am full of joy.
So I said it again, but this time more enthusiasm. I said, I am full of God.
I am full of I'm God.
I am full of love.
I'm full of love.
Before I can say that third one, my wife jumped up off the couch, turned to Karen and said, you are full of shit. And then she started out the damn room for some reason. So, is it just me, or the older you get, the more you forget things, the more you go to the doctor? Huh? It's just me? No, I was about to say, I know I can't be the only one that forget things, right? See, when I was young, I used to have that whipper pill. Now all I have is a bag of pills. I remember for my wife's birthday, I surprised I made her a candlelight dinner, but I forgot to turn the oven off, right? She woke up the next morning, found the oven on, she turned the Carnicia on me. She said, you forgot I left the oven on all night, you could have burnt the house down with us in it. I said, I wouldn't have burnt the house down. She said, you don't know that. I said, do know that. Everybody from the ghetto know that. That's how we heat our houses in the winter. She said, we weren't raised like that. I said, you know what? I'm sorry. I was trying to do better. So a couple days passed by. I go to the kitchen, but I forgot what I went to the kitchen for. Have y'all ever done that?
Yes.
You were fucking blank, right? So I'm standing there scratching my head like I always do when I forget things. And as you can see, I done scratched the dreads off my head. My wife said, what's wrong with you? I said, I forgot why I came to the kitchen. She said, you sure forget me, lady? Do I need to call and make an appointment to see the doctor? I said, no, I'll be okay. She said, are you sure this could be the beginning of Alzheimer's? I said, I'm sure. She said, okay, but if you forget one more thing, I mean anything, I'm calling to make you an appointment to see the doctor. She said, in the meantime, why don't you do this? Why don't you tie a string or something around your fingers to help you to remember things? I read that actually worked. I said, you know how to read? She said, boy, don't play with me. I said, okay, I'll try it. So the very next day, my 8-year-old grandson came up to the house to spend the weekend with us. And he brought us a report card with him because we told him if he made good grades on his report card, Papa was going to buy some Roblox for his phone. He loved playing Roblox. So he showed us that report card. It was outstanding, boy. He had all A's and 1 B. Oh, that's worth clapping for right there, goddamn. Yeah. And you just see the first report card. He had all D's. You have to give him some kind of incentive, right?
Right.
So we told him how proud we was of him and everything. He said, thank you. Now can we go get Roblox? He had time for the small talk. You want to get down to the nitty gritty. So I said, yeah, let's go. Papa need to get something from the store anyway. So he hopped in the back seat, he buckled up, he immediately started playing on his phone. I get in the car, I buckled up, we took off. He was so quiet back there that I forgot that he was in the car. Yeah, we got the Walmart, I parked, got our one inside, past the greeters that never greet. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about. When they see you come, they turn their backs on you. I headed straight for the automotive department. I picked up 5 quarts of oil and oil filter and air filter. Now I'm standing there thinking, there's something else that I'm supposed to be getting. Now I wanted to call my wife and ask her, but she said next time I forget something, what she gonna do?
Call the doctor.
Exactly. I don't like going to the doctor because every time I leave there, they give me another pill to take. Y'all like that too? Hell, I'm already up to 15 pills a day. So if I take one more pill, I might OD. So I'm standing there thinking there's something else that I'm supposed to be getting. Then it dawned on me, I said, Junior, he's gonna need something for breakfast in the morning. I went and got some milk and cereal. I headed for the checkout. Now the line was extremely long, right? And little kids just running in and out the line, just in and out, in and out. And I got PTSD and anxiety from war, so I snapped. I said, stop all that goddamn running. Then my grandson and I am doing push-ups and flutter kicks. I said, speaking of my grandson, where is my grandson? I said, oh man, I left him in the car. So it was like 98 degrees outside too, now all the windows up and shit. I said, said, boy, I sure hope I didn't kill him. I ran outside, opened the back door, there he was still blowing his phone. He never looked up. I said, Junior, you ready to go? He looked up, sweat was pouring down his face. I don't know if it's from the intensity of that game or that hot ass car, right? But he had the nerve to say, we here already? We got home, he told my wife what happened. She hit the ceiling, boy. She said, that's it. You going to the doctor today. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Somebody could have stole the car, my grandson ain't done anything to him. I said, don't nobody want that hoopty. You gotta be mechanic, just start that piece of crap. She said, I told you to tie a string or something around your finger to help you to remember things. I said, that's what this was for. I can never remember why I tied the string around my finger. So we went to the doctor. Doctor called us to the back. He said, Mr. and Mrs. King, my name is Dr. Anderson. How may I help you today? Before I could say a word, my wife went off. My wife said, he forgot left the oven on all night. He could have burnt the house down with us in it. Then he forgot where he came to the kitchen. And tell him what you do to drink. You know what they do like that? Tell him what you do to drink. They be pissed, right? I said, well, Doc, she said, he forgot left my grandson across something. Stop calling him in. Doctor said, Mrs. King, I understand that you're upset, but I can assure you your husband wouldn't have burnt the house down. My wife said, you can't assure me of nothing. The doctor said, well, where I come from, that's how we heat our houses in the winter. I'll hit y'all with this last joke and I'm out of here, all right? So, I got about 2 more jokes I'm going to tell you. Shit.
Okay, come on, good.
Okay. So, last summer I had a pool party at my house, and after everybody got to swimming, everybody left except my brother-in-law. He retired Navy guy. They don't speak the same lingo as his Army guy. We use a lot of acronyms, right? I like messing with him just to piss him off. I remember he got out the shower. He said, yo, brother-in-law, you got any lotion? I said, no, I got some DSG. Look in the medicine cabinet. He was there about 5 minutes looking around. He said, I don't see it. I said, look on the top shelf in the back left-hand corner. He said, all I see is Vaseline. I said, that's it. He got pissed. Right? He said, why don't you just call it Vaseline? Why do you have to call it DSG? I said, because it's dick spanking ingredients. So, when I retired from the military, I got a job at